Act, they allocated billions of dollars to local and state governments. Well, in Oregon, local leaders say $1.6 billion were brought to Oregon. However, they say Multnomah and Washington counties, along with Portland, were the only local municipalities eligible. Now, some local leaders say that needs to change. That includes Hillsboro Mayor Steve Callaway, who joins us live this morning via Zoom. Thanks so much for joining us. Good to see you again, Mayor.
Thank you for having me. Good to see you as well.
Yeah, okay, so tell us why the city of Hillsboro is not eligible for a portion of this money.
So we are less than 500,000 people. And that is the threshold that was established by Congress with this CARES Act. And so that means that only Multnomah, Washington County, and the city of Portland meet that 500,000 population threshold. So the $1.6 billion that came to Oregon, 300 million of that went to those three jurisdictions, and the state is holding that one other remaining balance of $1.3 billion.
Well, yeah, that doesn't seem right. So what do you think can be done to change that and maybe get some of that money to other cities and areas like Hillsboro?
So, well, that's why we're, talking to you today is to, get the message out that we're advocating for Governor Brown to release the funds. When you think about the fact that it was set up so that cities and municipalities, counties would get about 45% of that, then that's what we're asking is for that to begin to be released to us. We are on the front lines of the crisis, all of our cities and counties, and we're also on the front line of the recovery. So since we're on the streets and we know our businesses, we know our people, we know how to utilize that money quickly and well, and that then helps the state because it means that there's fewer people on unemployment. It means there's fewer people that may lose their houses or businesses, and that helps all of us from Main Street all the way to the Capitol.
Yeah, because COVID-19 has affected really every community in the state, and I know Hillsboro has had cases. So if you were to get that money specifically, how would the city use it to help people?
So we would be using it partly to reimburse our COVID-19 related costs, and those are everything from helping to establish a respite center for homeless individuals that are symptomatic or diagnosed with COVID-19 but yet don't need hospitalization. We would be using it for staffing, which has been reassigned to work with COVID-19. We have done a lot of outreach to our community. And so there's printing associated with that. We have additional costs, related to our libraries, in fact, where we are, we've seen our local library, the use online has skyrocketed by about over 200%. So there's money then that we have spent to purchase new materials that then are accessible, online. So we have a variety of different things that we would reimburse. But it's also important to note that there are 34 other counties in the state that have a public health department that are responsible for, the public health response in their communities and in their counties. And they haven't received a single penny yet through this CARES Funding Act either. And so we see the great work that Washington County is doing, Multnomah County is doing, and yet we also know that they're receiving direct funds where 34 other counties in our state are not.
Yeah, so fighting for all those communities along with Hillsboro. Mayor Steve Callaway, always good to talk to you, and thank you so much for joining us and trying to get the word out.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Okay, 7:50.